Are we ready? Welcome, beautiful women. Welcome, beautiful humans. I am so happy that you're here. At this moment right now, what I want you to do is I want you to take a deep breath in with me. Ready? And release. Leave everything for tomorrow. Today, just open yourself up to be right here with all of us. I want you to be open to receive what God has for you today, to receive what our founder has for you today, and to receive what our amazing global coaches have for you today. Tonight, it's not about content. Tonight, it's about alignment. Before we talk business, before we talk empire, before we talk income, we are going to get centered because we do not build empires from chaos. We build from clarity. And you are not here by accident. You are here because something inside of you knows you are meant for more. Hi, everyone. My name is Giselle Mascareñas. I serve as COO of Latina Empire and CEO of the Heart, Mind, Money Foundation. But tonight, I am simply your humble vehicle because this movement is bigger than one woman. It is about structure. It is about proximity. It is about identity. And tonight is a decision point for you. But before we move forward, we are going to align spiritually. For just a moment, I want to thank God. I want all of us to thank God for the ability and the opportunity to even be here, for the ability and the opportunity to be open to learn, for the ability and the opportunity to want more and to desire it and envision it. If it's there, God put it there for a reason. And we are all here to expand it, to stretch it, to stretch you. We are here for you. But right now, what I want to do is now that we're aligned spiritually and we're centered and it's all about this moment for you, we're going to energetically clear. So Caro Chams is our vibration coach and our Heart, Mind, Money Global Certified Coach. She specializes in emotional release and energetic recalibration because you cannot build a high-level empire with low-level energy. So Caro, welcome and lead us in your proprietary Saka Saka.
Yes, thank you, G. Hi, everyone. Okay, so what is Saka Saka? You must be wondering, what is Saka Saka? Saka Saka is a conscious release practice. Saka Saka in English means take out, take out, take out, sacar, release. What are we taking out exactly? You must be questioning, right? We're going to release whatever no longer serves us. So energy doesn't just disappear. Energy transforms, transmutes. So what we're going to do today, we're going to think about what is it? What is that thought, that emotion that has kept us lingering and stuck for so long, or today, or for the past week or month or years? What is it? Is it guilt? Is it shame? Is it fear? Is it doubt? What's that emotion? Put it in the chat. What's that emotion that your future self, your best version doesn't want to carry? That it doesn't belong to her? What is it? So the first step that we're doing is we're releasing. And why are we doing like this movement? Because when we move, it's a somatic movement. We all those unprocessed emotions, they kind of like disrupt and you move what's stuck so your frequency can rise. Okay, so we're going to release what we don't want to keep carrying, put it in the chat. But then since energy doesn't go away, it transfers, transmutes, you're going to replace it with what are you calling? So it could be faith, abundance, money, joy, excitement. What is it that you're gonna reclaim, call in? And last, so you're gonna release, Saka, then reclaim, right? And then you're gonna embody it. You're gonna integrate it in your physical body. Okay? So are we ready for Saka Saka, everyone? Yes? Okay, música maestro, let's play it. Let's play the Saka Saka because there's a song and it's on Spotify and you can find it at Saka Saka Therapy. So you can do this every day before your day starts to do that release, conscious release practice. Okay? Are we listening to Saka Saka? Yes or no? No, not yet? Okay, let's just do it without the music right now. Let's practice. And it's Saka, 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 release, 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 receive, 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 embody, embody, embody. And we're going to do it again. Saka, 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 release, 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 receive, 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 embody, embody, embody. Okay, ready? Here we go. It's coming. We're live, and there we go. Listen, listen to it. Saka, Saka. Okay, ready?
Saca, 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 libera tu pasado, siente la abundancia y conecta con tu paz.
Again, shake it. Let's go back, let's go back. And embody.
Saca, 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 libera tu pasado, siente la abundancia y conecta con tu paz.
Again.
Shake it, suelta lo que cargas, recibe la alegría y llénate de amor. Sácate los miedos, sacude sin temor, siente tu poder.
Yay! That's it. Go get it on Spotify. Saka Saka Therapy.
Thank you, Caro. Okay, that country music wanted to come in hardcore. I think you guys, it's because I'm coming from Texas and it just follows me. It's like, I don't know if you can see all the cowboy hats behind me, but it's just a thing, you guys. It's a thing. All right, so energy is lifted. Who is ready to do something powerful tonight? If you are ready, say, I am ready. Again, who is ready to do something so powerful tonight? Say, I'm ready. Tonight, we are officially activating the Business Empire Blueprint book. I told you, it just wants to follow me. Can you please, Daniela, take that completely off? Take Spotify out of the production. That would be amazing. Hey, real time, nope, I still see it. I still see it. We got to take it out or we're going to have this issue. It's okay. We are here for a purpose and boo-boos can happen, but let's go back to the launch of the Business Empire Blueprint book. The reason that I am sharing this with you is because right now, what I want you to do is I want you to go to Amazon. I want you to put in the chat, put in the search engine, Perla Tames Casas Novas, our founder. We have this incredible book and our goal, because we're launching it today, our goal is to become bestseller. And manitas, we need your help. For 99 cents, unless you have a Kindle, so if you have a Kindle, it's free, $0. For 99 cents, you guys would help us become bestseller tonight. So go in, pretty please. It's not for ego. It's for message, it's for mission, it's for movement. So instructions, go to Amazon, search Perla Tames Casas Novas, choose Business Empire Blueprint, purchase the 99-cent version. Unless you have Kindle, then it's $0. I want you to take a screenshot and I want you to put it into the Heart, Mind, Money Lounge group, the WhatsApp group that you're in, with your full name and your email. Because tonight, At the end of tonight, we're giving $100 just for helping us become bestseller. We're gonna put your name into a giveaway, and we're gonna pick one person and send them $100 cash tonight. And you guys, for doing this, this is your first act commitment. This is your first act of commitment to transform. Because it doesn't take $10,000. Sometimes it takes 99 cents to make a decision. And it really, when you know that you are determined, these actions, what they do is they open up your world, they open up your opportunity for more opportunity. So I hope you do that little favor for us. And if you did, just put in the chat, I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it. And we would be so grateful and so excited for you to read this incredible book. Let me tell you a little something about the book. It is a workbook that is going to, at the end of it, give you a full business plan that you would be able to take to a bank, to take to investors. But the most important thing about this book, it gives you an infrastructure to scale. Perla, her incredible experience. She's built over 22 businesses. She has over 350 employees. The infrastructure to do that is in this 99-cent book that the PDF is going to be sent to you immediately. So again, you are going to be learning the infrastructure from somebody who has done it over 22 times, has 350 employees plus, and she is a multi-millionaire. So you're learning from somebody who does it over and over again. So I want to thank you so much for partnering up with us to make this happen. All right, so let's get started. So now let's talk about the real issue. Let's get really deep into what tonight I want you to walk away with. Most women, they are not lacking talent. They are lacking 4 key elements. And I want you to write them in the chat when something resonates with you. Because these 4 key elements, you're gonna solve them today. You're gonna understand a path forward. And the 4 key elements that most women lack is 1, structure. Talent without structure is expensive potential. 2, proximity. You will only rise to the level of the room that you tolerate. I want you to let this sit in. Identity. Your empire can only rise as high as your self-awareness and self-worth. And 4, implementation. Clarity without action is procrastination dressed up as strategy. How many have you, how many that are here today has said, it's not ready because it's not perfect, or I don't have enough time, or I don't have enough money. No, I don't have a degree. I don't know people like that. Like, yes, I like dream about it, but I don't know anybody who does that. No, it's not ready yet. I can't put it out yet. Like I still need this, or I still need that. Those things are keeping you from reaching your dreams, because messy, gritty, wrong is better than not doing it at all. So tonight, we are not giving you inspiration. We are giving you structure, proximity, identity alignment, implementation. We are solving the real problem. And that is why this works. So I don't want to keep you from our incredible founder, because truly the fact that you get her in this moment, the fact that you get to learn from a woman who has done things that you could only dream of, things that seem so incredibly hard, or it's just like, is that even possible? It is possible. And it's my absolute honor to introduce the woman who does not just talk about empires, she builds them. A woman who was born into a $10 crib. A woman who is brought into this world homeless. So the book that you just bought, the one for 99 cents to help us become a best-selling author, that woman, the one that's going to come, the founder that has created over 22 businesses, the one that is she makes over 9 figures. You know, it's so funny because today I heard something at a workshop in this morning, and they said, you know, I remember like going to a course, and somebody said, you know, who in the room makes 6 figures? And the person was like, had no idea what 6 figures were. 6 figures is making $100,000 plus a year. 7 figures is making $1 million plus a year. She makes 9 figures a year. Okay? And that woman, she was born into a $10 crib, and she was brought into this world homeless. A woman who refused to let her beginnings dictate her destiny. She has built over 22 companies, but more importantly, she has built women. She does not teach from theory. She teaches from embodiment. This is who she is. Tonight, she's teaching you your empire vision and identity. So please welcome our founder, Perla Tamés Casasnovas. She's coming. I feel it. She always likes to make an entrance, so this is perfect. Okay, you guys, when she gets here, I want you to be all in. Did you get your workbook? Because it's in the WhatsApp chat. It's also in your email. So know that. There's going to be several things that happen tonight, and you're going to get immediate updates, immediate access in your WhatsApp chat and in your email. So I want you to be aware. If you are not in the WhatsApp chat, please put it in the chat that you do not have access to the WhatsApp chat. And honestly, what that's going to say is, if you registered, go back to your email, and in your email, you're going to be able to see the list of what to do, get into the WhatsApp chat, and some other things. Yes, and remember, you guys, send your screenshot of the book. Send the screenshot of the book. I'm so excited. Do a screenshot of the book with your name and your email, because we've got to put it into putting you into the drawing that we are going to do at the end of the night. Okay, so yes. All right, awesome. They're showing us here. So go to Amazon right now. Since we're waiting for Perla for just a second, go to Amazon. If you haven't already, put in the chat. You have to put Perla Tamés Casasnovas. You can't put Business Empire Blueprint. You have to put Perla Tamés Casasnovas and pick Business Empire Blueprint. You can get it in Spanish or you can get it in English. 99 cents is going to give you the PDF version. You absolutely can buy the book and get it from Amazon. And it's amazing, you guys. Look at this. It's incredible. And it is so detailed. It's going to build the infrastructure that's going to help you scale. Once you get the confirmation of either $0 for Kindle, 99 cents for the PDF into your email, or you're buying the book, once you get that confirmation, I want you to screenshot it, and I want you to stick it in the chat with your name and your phone number. Okay? So no, you can't. You cannot put on YouTube the screenshot, but you can in WhatsApp. Okay? So let's see. I'm going to, okay, so P is not here yet. All right, so what we're gonna do is this. I wanna do a little connection activity. Let's take this off the screen, guys. I'm gonna do a little connection activity. And if for whatever reason we have to wait for P to come in, we're gonna start with the panel, because it is They are our global coaches are so incredible. But right now, what I want to do is I want to kind of take our temperature. When I was telling you about the four key elements of what most of us don't have, I want you to write which one resonates most with you. Do you not have structure? Do you not have proximity? Do you not have a clear identity? And do you lack implementation? Like tonight, you're going to learn things. Like, do you like take courses, or do you do challenges, or do you read books and you're like, God, that was amazing. And you like write notes and you don't implement? You know that thing that keeps you stuck from actually jumping in? Which one resonates most with you? Structure, proximity, identity, or implementation? She's here! Not a problem, P. We know you're only running 22 plus companies, 350 employees, but here she is. Here she is.
Yeah,
Woo!
I'm here. I'm here. Greetings to everybody all the way from Vail. It's been a whirlwind. So who of you knows how to ski? Tell me in the chat, whoever knows how to ski. For me and my husband and my kids is the first time skiing, and my husband had a minor accident yesterday. I also fell. I'm super sore right here and in my arm. So it's been a whirlwind of situations out here in Vail, but I'm so excited to be here. I am 6:30 on time. I know that there's a few minutes there. G finished up a little bit early, but I'm so excited to be here. I'm excited to be here to pour into you because today, tonight, this afternoon is time you're giving to yourself. Listen to me. Our lives in today's day and age is not easy. And this is the year of the wild horse. And so if you're in tune with what is happening around the world, I'm sure that there's a lot of chaos going on at home. There's a lot of issues going on in different families around you. There's accidents that have happened. It's been a wild year. So if you feel the way that I feel, this is the space for you where we conquer heart, mind, and money. Heal your heart, just transform your mind to fill your pockets. And even though that going up the hill gets very challenging, you have to stay true to yourself and grounded in what makes you feel home, right? For me, it is extremely important to pray, to read the Bible, because and actually to go to a physical church. I go to mass every single day. And when I can't go to the physical church, I just feel like I need to hold my ground. So with that being said, we're gonna get started, and I'm requesting the team to pull up my PowerPoint, please. And ladies, this time is for you to connect. What is your vision? What are you trying to conquer? Listen, this year has gone by like this. We've got one more month left and we're done, like literally DONE, with the first quarter of the year. Like, have you just taken a minute to be present and take that in? It's the first quarter of the month is about to be done. And so these webinars that we do with Latina Empire, Giselle, thank you so much, and Daniela, for everything you do, our backstage team, and the global coaches that you're going to hear from. You know, we all live in this challenging world, always focusing and honing in what is it that we want to conquer, what is it that we want to do in this year, in this quarter, next quarter, second quarter, fourth quarter, right? Your empire vision and your identity is what is going to drive that. And the outside world, the noise, the distractions is what keep you distracted from getting to that goal. But every time you get distracted and every time that the carnival, that's what I call, life, gets too busy and gets too noisy, you need to stay rooted in who you are as a person and what is your identity. And that's how you bring yourself home, right? So I always say something, and if you've heard my speeches before, I always say, our job is to live between flesh and spirit and keep a balance. Flesh being our busy life, our carnival, whatever you want to call it, and spirituality is really honing in and staying grounded to who you are, for what reasons you are the person you are, what are the values you hold, what are your morals, and be unshakable, right? Because when you lose yourself in this carnival, in this life, that's when you lose focus. And if you're out there and you're a business owner, or you're going to start your new business, or you want to change careers, you need to stay rooted and focused on where you're going and for what reasons, so that your empire is unshakable. So business doesn't collapse from the lack of effort, it collapses from the lack of clarity. Every single business owner out there has a story, is struggling through something, is busy with the carnival of their lives. That's normal. The more that we accept the distractions, the busyness, that's life. But within you, you must learn to have silence, peace, balance. And balance is really not something that ever really gets like super under control and handleable, because what you will have control of is your clarity and your vision. Other than that, it's like you're on skis and you're in the slopes. And that's the way I felt yesterday. Like yesterday, the only thing that I had control of so I wouldn't fall was to handle my fear, because once I would like go into the fear of like the speed and the slopes, I'd fall and I crashed and I fell. My husband had a pretty bad one, but he's fine, right? So it's about having clarity. Your company, if your company's not doing or not making the profit it should have, if you haven't developed the departments you should develop, it's for lack of clarity. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about. Next, please. Your identity sets the ceiling of your businesses. Your business does not outgrow the leader. Who you are determines what you allow, right? So this goes back to, who are you as a leader? For example, as a leader, I have a saying that says loyalty over royalty. That means that I will not bend my values for a dollar. I will not cheat anybody for a dollar. I am loyal to myself, to my values within my business, right? So who are you as a leader? That sets the standard and the bar of who you are as a business owner. Next. Who you are really leading as. Are you the operator versus the visionary who wants to do, conquer this business, scale it, take it to the next level, develop the departments, hire the right staff, but you're stuck operating? Or you the hustler versus the builder, or you're the employee versus the owner? So who are you leading as? Because your goal, if you're the business owner or you want to become a business owner, is that you're a visionary, a builder, and you're acting as the owner. If you're acting as an operator, if you're hustling, and then you have an employee mentality, there's going to be a disconnection and the results are going to be poor, right? Next. So why hard work is in creating momentum? It's not about working super hard and beating yourself up and taking on 1,000 tasks. No. Having a successful business is about working diligently, is about working smart. Okay. If you've got too many offers going on and you've got no hierarchy, if you've got no chain of command and you don't respect your own chain of command, if you don't have a clear promise, then you're not going to have momentum. So tell me in the chat if you are somebody stuck in these kinds of situations, because I've done 22, well, no. 25 startups. Me and my team need to update my resume. 25 startups in 13 different industries. And we get, sorry, I'm getting a note here that I need to get to my presentation. So, but what I'm saying is I've done many mistakes and it takes very much focus and a very good team to get to the momentum that you're going to. Next. So an empire serves your life and doesn't consume it. You need time, energy, wealth, and legacy. This is how you develop this is how you develop your actual business. And we are here to set you up to have a life of rich heart, mind, and money. Because being a business owner is not easy. But girls, that's why Latina Empire is here. Latina Empire is here to serve you with its coaches and me as a leader of the organization to tell you what is right, what is wrong, what needs to get fixed, what can get better, and how is it that you can save money so that your bottom line becomes a lot more profitable. So with that, I put it back to G on the stage.
P, before you leave. Wow. Okay. So your 25 minutes, you did them in 5. Yeah. So we're going to keep you here a little bit because I need you to, let's get centered. We're going to get centered for our manitas who are here because they don't get Perla very often. Perla travels the world and she's busy with a bazillion things. So we're going to get centered. We're going to give them Perla for a few more minutes. So P, what I want you to do is, because we're here, I want people to understand that you didn't step into wealth. I know I shared your bio. I know that it's pretty remarkable what you've accomplished and it's pretty remarkable what you're doing, but it wasn't just, you weren't born into that. So I want people to understand that the heart mind methodology comes from you creating this process that helped you build this wealth. The Heart Mind Money is a methodology that helps you scale. So I want you right now, I'm going to get off and I want you to go into detail about the methodology that was created because that's who you are. That's who you are. And so
so just to be clear, I have 10 minutes for that.
You have as long as you need.
Okay, 10 minutes. That's fine. Okay. So, ladies out there, I'm sorry I went by that slide so fast. So, my story, 2 seconds, just because it's important to talk about the backstory. My parents were immigrants, Mexican immigrants, and they would go to California. My mom did immigrant work for about 10 years. And I saw her when I was already 5, 6 years old. She started a little shoe store in the border town of Hidalgo. And so I understood that it was very, very important to lead with your heart, to lead with integrity, to be able to treat clients as they were family, and they are the most important thing. And so I became a very little entrepreneur since the age 5 and 6 years old. And I didn't know how important my upbringing was until I myself came into the entrepreneurial arena, right? So the way that I started my company, I started dreaming very, very big, but I started in the bedroom of my house. That's where I connected my phone line. That's where the LLC of my company had the address to. It was my parents' home, right? And my sister back then, she was 14 years old. She was my receptionist. And so I started with nothing. I started with a really big dream to have clinics. I had studied to be a speech therapist, and I had a bachelor's degree in that. I graduated at the age of 20. At 21, I said, I'm ready. I want to start my business. And I didn't take it too serious. If you were to ask me what was the success to the beginning of Perla at such an early age, it was being fearless. It was not caring what people would think about me. It was just daring to be bold and daring to be me and willing to fail. Because if I failed, I was only 21 years old and it wasn't such a big deal, right? So what I like to teach entrepreneurs now, if they're starting a late entrepreneurial life, is that you don't have to take it too serious. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to abide by all the single rules of the book. You have to do what feels right with you. You have to be centered in your heart. And for that reason, the hard money methodology is adaptable in every single scenario of life. Why? Because our heart is what we live with. Our heart is what has memory and always goes through trauma, right? You've been hurt and I've been hurt. I'm currently going through several issues that for me are very hard betrayals. And that's what life is about. Going back to you live between flesh and spirit, right? So your heart is what you have to safeguard the most at all times. If you're an employee of a company, you have to make sure that you're in a place where they're taking care of your heart, where the people in that company have values, have morals, have respect, and that they give you the resources that you need to be successful. Because if you're in a place that disrespects you, that doesn't treat you right, that doesn't give you, the support that you need, maybe resolving a conflict, your heart, your paycheck might be the same, but your heart is going to feel abandoned. Your heart is going to feel betrayed. You are going to be crying inside. Does that happen to you? Think about that. So usually people deal with that because they're getting a paycheck, right? And as a business owner, if you're making money and you're going through trials and tribulations, you just eat them because you're in survival mode and you've got the money you need to make the right moves. But what usually ends up happening from my stories of situations in the last 18 years of being a business owner is that I would numb myself and I was on autopilot. I was making money, but I was miserable inside. And there came a point in my life where my heart was destroyed. My emotional stability was through the drain. And there came a point in my life where I had money, I had a plane, I had a very big home that I still have. I had buildings, I had property. I could buy the newest purse coming out by Chanel. And financially, I had it all, but I was so destroyed that I couldn't be a mother. I couldn't be a daughter. I couldn't be a sister. I couldn't be a friend. I had no space. Frustration was leading my life. Fatigue was leading my life. Headaches were leading my life. I was depleted. And I had nowhere else to go from the ground. I felt the poorest woman on the planet. And so at that point, I said, something's got to be wrong. I can't continue to live like this. Like at this pace, I remember somebody calling me from one of my clinics and saying, "Hey, Perla, we want a new playset in the clinic." What are you talking about? What do you need a playset? These people are so annoying. They're just bothering me. They never have enough of nothing. Instead of saying, of course, I'm going to give you a playset. Of course, I want to provide better resources for my patients. I saw everything negatively. So either you're acting like that as a business owner or you work in an environment like that. That's because there's emotional troubles happening on one side of the other. And so when I realized that, I said, I can't continue to have money and feel miserable because I just want to make other people feel miserable. So there's a theory that's called misery loves company. And when you're miserable, by default, you want to make other people feel miserable because that's how you can feel a little bit better. And that happens in relationships too, with girlfriends or husband and wife relationships or boyfriend and girlfriend relationships. It happens in the workplace. It happens everywhere. If you're driving and somebody's just honking at you and cutting you off, that's misery loves company. They're probably super frustrated and want to put their anger on somebody else, and that'll make them feel better. So, what I figured out through what I was going through is that I had money, I was still successful, and I wanted to make other people feel miserable. Something wasn't adding up. And so, for 3 years, I went on a journey to find myself, and I went to healing courses. I went to aromatherapy. I did yoga. I did meditation. I did so many things, astrology, you name it. I tried it all because I was so lost. And at the end, when I rescued myself and I got out of a really bad toxic situation and I conquered the man of my dreams and I conquered being a present mother and I conquered being again the CEO of my companies and loving my employees and wanting to provide for them and give them better resources, I understood that it all had to do with my heart healing, right? And once you're healed in your heart, right? As soon as you get a little torpedo, you get a nail, you get a stab, you know how to fix it. You'll always be centered with clarity. And then from there came the mind. The mind is a muscle, just like if you work out. You have to continuously exercise. You have to read, you have to educate yourself, and you have to push through better education and better technology. The mind has to continue to expand. You must have a purpose. And when I fixed those two things and I was back on my high horse, I made so much more money. And when I was making all that money again, all I wanted to do was share and pay it forward. So I figured out that my methodology of success that I needed to share with the world was the heart, mind, money methodology. Heal your heart, transform your mind, and fill your pockets. Because at the end, on planet Earth, every single person needs money. Even homeless ask for money. We trade with money. We need money. But money, if you have money and you are miserable in your heart, money will only make you more miserable. And if you have a healed heart and you make money, you will make acts of kindness and you'll make other people happy around you. And you will understand that it's not about how much money you have, but what you do with your money. What are you using your money to do for you? Share with your family, go have a great family dinner, go on a vacation, have a better house, have a better car. It's about what you do with your money. Listen, I am here on vacation in Vail and I travel. I travel a lot. Right now I'm off social media for Lent, so I'll be back on social media after Easter. But I travel and work and I enjoy the fruits of my labor. I deserve this life. I deserve to stay in a suite that I pay thousands of dollars a night for. That's what I work for. I was born into a $10 crib and I came from immigrant parents. But my heart is the happiest when I do things like this and I know that I've got an audience that is learning, that is taking notes, and that is going to wake up tomorrow feeling successful and feeling that they've got a purpose. As we speak in the Heart Mind Money Foundation, we rescued a family out of domestic violence, and this lady has four children and three of them are special needs kids, and we rescued them and Giselle ordered them. We put them up in a hotel for a week. We bought them new clothes and we bought them food and we got them out of a difficult situation. And last night when I was at dinner, not last night, when I was at lunch, because night dinner didn't happen with my husband's minor ski accident, but when we were at lunch, my husband was talking to our friends that are out here on vacation with us about how happy he is to be here enjoying life. And he knows that we're supporting a rescue of a family back in South Texas. And so when you have a healed heart, you're conquering your mind, the results are showing in your business, and you're making money, I guarantee you will want to do acts of kindness. And that's what the heart, mind, money methodology is. And that's why we start with clarity, knowing who you are from your roots. How did you grow up? Who were the people in your life? How did that thread happen up until now, whatever age you are. Understanding that trail has everything to do with the puzzle that you're putting together to understand who you want to be today. And a lot of people like to leave the past in the past and dug inside deep, deep, deep in the layers of your brain. And that's a mistake. You need to wear your story on your sleeves and be proud of who you are. Because if you're a first generation born American and you came from immigrants, you're standing on the shoulders of giants. If you're second born generation American, awesome. And you have to continue to look for a prosperous life and not feel guilty to want more money and to want more success. That's what life is about. The Lord has made life to be abundant, to be yours. You deserve the abundance. You deserve more money. You deserve to travel and see the end of the world, because this world was built for you and I to be able to see, to get to know it, to get to know the history, and to be adventurous. So you deserve more money. But in order to understand what money is good for in your life, you have to start with your heart. And in the mind part, you have to continuously educate yourself, make your company better, understand the processes, develop departments, get marketing down to a T of how your business is going to scale. How do your clients get to know you? How are you going to service your clients? That's what the mind part is for. So heart, mind, and money works for your personal relationship with yourself, with others, and for your company. And with that, ladies, I turn the stage back to Giselle, and I appreciate every single one of you being here tonight. You're going to get to meet our Latina Empire global coaches, who are incredible women who are a result of the hard mind money methodology.
I love you, P. Woo! That is our amazing founder. A round of applause. Yes, 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 yes. Hey, P, before you go, everybody bought the book. It's like boom, 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 boom. They bought the book.
Share the book, please. It's a business book. It's rooted in faith and the hard mind money methodology. That's how I conquered millions and millions of dollars. I have generated over $200 million in my 18 years of career, and I'm going for $1 billion mark. Everything that I learn is to share it with the world. And ladies, life doesn't have to be perfect. It's about paying it forward. It's about trying. It's about failing, because your success comes from learning the lessons. And that's why the hard mind methodology is as realist as it's going to get. Because in our methodology, it's always about learning who you are from the core. Like if you came from the Bronx and you were raised and you saw gangs, you got to take that grit and that resilience and push forward in life. If you came from a country in Latin America where you saw hard things and now you are invested into a super, great job in corporate America, you need to bring your story to the table, because if not, imposter syndrome kicks in. And that's why there's so many Latinos in the United States that feel so lost. Not because they're not getting respected, seen, heard, and valued, but because they are not requesting to be heard, seen, and valued. Because they are hiding their story, because they are hiding their truth, right? So that book, Building Your Business Empire Blueprint, is about building your empire with your truth and the hard money methodology at the core of it. So thank you so much, Giselle.
Oh my God, thank you, P. I love you. Woo! So inspiring. So inspiring every time. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I'm on a high. I love it. All right. So this next part ties in the methodology of our founder to the leaders developed and accessible in our ecosystem. Because information inspires, but embodiment convinces. The panel, this panel is not a filler. It's not decoration. It's not extra. This is where belief solidifies. These women are not just talented, they are disciplined, they are structured, they are inside proximity. They've done the work. And what you're about to hear is not theory. It's what happens when identity, structure, and environment align. So as you listen, don't just admire them because it's going to be hard not to, but don't just admire them. I want you to ask yourself, where am I still playing small? Write these questions down. They should be in your workbook, but if they're not, write them down. Where am I still playing small? Where am I still unclear? Where am I still doing this alone? And when you get inspired by what you're about to hear from our speakers, I want you to brain dump what resonates, because you're going to go back and you're going to answer those questions, and you are going to decide to not play small. You're going to decide to gain clarity, and you're going to decide to join a environment that wants to see you win. All right? So we're going to start first with our queen, Esther Akindayomi, who is a global certified coach and the creator of the 5D Rebirth Framework, a framework that helps women identify where they're operating from survival, subconscious programming, or outdated identity, and how to consciously shift into leadership. Her work is deeply aligned with today's conversation because she teaches that a business cannot grow beyond the dimension of identity the woman is operating from. Esther helps women recognize who they are, being in their business, and how they directly impact clarity, consistency, and expansion. Welcome, round of applause for Esther. And now, next is Maria Elena Ferri, who is a global certified coach and the lead trainer behind Voice Up, the speaker and leadership methodology used inside the Heart, Mind, Money Speaker Academy. I bet you didn't know we had a speaker academy, but we do. How do you think all of these global certified coaches became global certified coaches with us? And so she is our speaker coach. Like she helps us get on stage and be powerful. Her work focuses on voice, presence, and identity because a woman cannot lead an empire she is afraid to be seen in. Maria Elena teaches that clarity in vision must be matched with clarity in expression. And that how you speak about your business is inseparable from how you lead it. So how you speak about your business is how you lead your business. So round of applause for Maria Elena. Woo! And last but definitely not least of this beautiful supermodel is Romina Vespa, our Latina Empire Partner of Montreal, Canada, and one of our global certified speakers. She is the creator of an Amor Propio methodology that teaches women how to reconnect with their true identity and express it with confidence from the inside out. Romina believes that self-love is not superficial, it's strategic. Because when a woman is disconnected from who she really is, she builds from pressure and performance. But when she is aligned, she builds with clarity and sustainability. Her work reminds us that empire building doesn't start with strategy, it starts with identity. So, round of applause for Romina. Hi, my beautiful global leaders. I love you. I'm so excited for the world to know you. And this is just the beginning. So let's dive in. So the people that are here, they can get inspired by what you have done and how you can guide them to the next level. So to start it off, we're going to start in the order that you guys came in. And I want everyone to answer this question. What shifted in your business when you became clear on who you are as a leader?
Hello, thank you for having me, Giselle. Seriously, I feel very excited to be here. Miss Perla already set the stage on fire, so now we're all burning. Well, the real shift for me in business happened when I became very clear, first and foremost, on who I am and whose I am. So once I recognized that I am the daughter of the Most High, like Miss Perla said, we're from abundance. That was the first thing for me, that clarity of who I am and whose I am. And once I realized that the growth of my business was not going to come from my logic, it wasn't going to come from my struggle, it wasn't going to come from my effort, it was going to come from my surrender and my obedience. Everything shifted for me in my business because I knew that with God on my side, everything else was all I had to, it would meet me exactly where I am. I remember I had a download where the Lord told me that I will magnify your little effort. I would magnify. So all I had to do was surrender and stay in obedience. And having that clarity changed what my business. So once I aligned with my identity, everything else became clear. I understood that I was assigned to women, I was assigned to healers, especially nurses and nurse leaders. And I was already serving in that community anyway for years without giving it a name. But once I connected to my source and who I truly, everything else became very clear for me. So that was what shifted for me in my business. Yeah.
Wow, aligned when you got aligned in your identity of your God self, everything became clear.
Yeah. Clarity of my identity clarified my audience and everything else changed for me. So
That is so powerful. I hope that whatever nugget that you got from what Esther said, that you write it in the chat, because maybe somebody missed something really important that you got and you want to share it in the chat, because these are powerful nuggets that I want you to be able to implement. Remember the 4 things that most of us don't do, and this is why we don't scale. So we're gonna make sure to get clarity on all that. So Maria Elena.
Yeah, I need to answer too because I need to be honest.
Yes.
I used to think that being strong meant handling everything by myself, every decision, every responsibility. For me, Latin Empire is the biggest shift was letting go of the need to do everything alone, And that way of thinking was slowing me down. I created pressure, I created isolation. When I became clear in who I am as a leader, I realized something simple. Leadership is not isolation. It's clarity, it's support, it's alignment. I stopped trying to prove I could do it all, and I start to lead with a structure around me.
Oh.
That changed how I grow and how I lead everything chapter of my life.
Marilena, I love that. So you gained clarity once you built structure around you.
Yeah, exactly. And it's amazing because you become more strong. You are better when you are not alone.
You absolutely. Okay, so what I love about that is that I want everybody to understand that the community, the people that surround you is going to influence how you rise, is going to influence what you want to attain. So Marielena, the fact that I love that you shared, like, it's not about doing it by yourself. It's not about knowing all the answers or trying or pretending to know all the answers. It's about being vulnerable on what you need and who you need.
Exactly. You cannot grow alone. This is so important to understand, because when I was a child, I learned you can do it. You need to do everything alone. But now I understand not. If I want to lead a team, I need to work in a team.
I love it because it's true. We're not in a silo. We can't do things by ourselves. Thank you so much, Maria Elena. That was so powerful. Again, everybody, I don't want you to just listen. I want you to be engaged and active. Second, you guys, you have everyone's Instagram handle. You want to ask Maria Elena a specific question, send her a message, she's going to answer it. So is Esther, so is Romina, so is Perla, so am I. Like, the Instagram handles are there for a reason because we are accessible. We want to answer whatever questions that you have because you're not going to do this alone. You're going to have lots of options to come into this ecosystem, but let's say that you don't, but you resonate with something with Maria Elena said. I want you to reach out to her and I want you to ask her. But I want you to use more of your senses, and I want you to write in the chat anything that resonated, because what resonated with you could resonate with someone else and change their life. Because sometimes it's a little nugget that God has for you from speaking through one of our global certified speakers. Romina, ¿estás lista, amorcito?
Yes, yes.
You ready?
I want to answer, but I love to express myself. That's something that I learned to be leader, but instead with you is flow. You teach me that. You teach me that, and thank you for that. So I want to answer your question about what changed in my life when I recognize that I'm a leader. Help me to understand that I can help a woman, and not even they have to buy my program to help them. And this is beautiful. You throw me for to go the comfort zone totally, because that is one of them. My program is Spanish. All the thing that I share is in Spanish. It's my first time that I talk in English about that. And you put me in this position. And that is amazing, because sometimes we want to go out of that because we are sure we are in our bubble. But I love that, appreciate that, and thank you so much to put me in this position, because that just made me grow, made me study more, believe more. For example, the next 1 week ago, I started in French. I was thinking, no, I don't want to do it in French because I don't want to feel the connection. It was amazing, amazing good. So 2020, next year, oh my God,
2027.
2027, so sorry, what's crazy. I want to start in English, but for the moment it's French, and thank you so much to all you bring me in this thing, put me in this position that is good, because I learn something, always.
Romina, not only, I'm so grateful that we've been able to like inspire the growth any kind of growth that you've had, but you've inspired us. Like, you not only like took on becoming a leader of an entire new country, but like you took on being our partner for the entire country, not just Montreal, but all of it. And you do it with such grace, and you do it with such passion. And I just want to tell you that I'm just so in awe of everything that you do and who you are and how you inspire our manitas to really hone in on loving who they are in this moment. So thank you. Thank you. So everyone, right now, do you see a pattern? Like, do you see a pattern in what you're hearing? You don't have to be perfect. You can do it messy, gritty, wrong. You just need to lean in. Every single one of these leaders that you're hearing from today, like, okay, we have our Blaxican. She's in Latina Empire as a leader, our queen. Like, think about it. Like, she was like, heck yeah, I'm going to do this. Heck yeah, I want to like lean into this leadership role. And she has been instrumental in growing a Latina Empire globally. And so I want you to like see Romina, like her first language is Spanish and French. Like, English, not something that she practices very often. But I was like, Romina, like, I want you to come in and we're going to just do this in English. And she was like, heck yeah, I will. Like, because you feel safe in a community that wants to see you win. You don't feel judged. Yeah. That's why you have Romina and Maria Elena and Esther, that they say yes to these leadership roles. And I want you to say yes today to whatever is resonating in your heart. I want you to say yes to you. because this is you. Whatever is resonating, it's for you. So let's pause a little bit and let's get into, now we're going to go into these strategic nuggets that I want you to see the power in each one of our leaders. So Esther, let me ask you this. What mindset has to die? Now, I really want you to get into this because you are a master. Like, teach our manitas that are here today. What mindset has to die for your business to grow?
It's funny you asked that question because I also feel like it's already been answered today. And, when Mariana was talking about, for me as a person, one mindset that had to die is the fact that I had to do business alone, that I had to build it alone. As a healthcare practitioner or a nurse leader or business owner, I just knew that I couldn't carry it all by myself anymore. So in business, that was for me, that was a mindset I had to put to death. It was a limited mindset that didn't make me expand the way I was actually supposed to expand. We were not created to do life alone. So understanding that I was not created I cannot be everything God created me to be by myself. I need people. I need community. I need collaboration. I need partnership. Because most people start business by just by themselves. Yes, you make change, but that business would never grow. So that was one mindset I had to put into that. In fact, recently somebody reached out to me and said they wanted to know about infusion business and all of that. And I told them, I was like, because they're doing something different, but they were thinking of including it. And I said to them, I was like, one of the mindset that we brought from back home, and I think also exists in the Hispanic community is, I want my business, I want my name, I want my this, I want my that. Look at the book that we wrote together, 20 Women, One Voice. Coming together. There's power in numbers. There's power in coming together. There's power in collaboration. There's power in community. There's power in partnership. So once I came to that realization, it was nothing about Esther. It was about who can I collaborate with? Can I partner with? Because then the bigger picture is there. Because every one of us can fly. Every one of us can swim. Have you seen the ocean? Have you seen the sky? Like, we can all. So why not me take what I know, what you know, and come together and create a bigger impact? So that's why I'm a part of Latina Empire. That's what shifted in my business and it began to expand. Every opportunity that comes that aligns with me, I'm like, how can we make it happen? I champion you, you champion me. And that's what really shifted for me, my business. Yeah. So, and that was the mindset I had to change. Like, I shouldn't do it alone. Yes.
Esther, and the beautiful thing about what you're sharing is that, I mean, you are an entrepreneur, you are a medical practitioner, you are in so many different industries. I don't know if people know this, but you're a realtor and you're an insurance agent. A la madre. Like this is real, you guys. This is real. This is us. But this is the power of this community, because she started as a medical practitioner, but she got inspired by the people around her. Yep. And so, yes. And I know this because I got to see Esther build into an entrepreneur, and she is skyrocketed, but because she realized she doesn't have to do it alone. And you guys, this is a common thread you're going to hear often, because you need to be championed. And you need to champion. You need to uplift people even when you don't feel it, then pour into somebody else, because this is the key. It's a community that wants to see you win, not a community who wants to bleed you dry. I want you to think about that. If they just want to take, hey, there's a place for that. But in Latina Empire, we are here to build you up. We are here. We want to see you win, even in the moments that we don't have a lot to give, but we'll give it as much as possible to you. So thank you so much for that. Maria Elena, this is so important, and I can't wait for you to share, because how does voice, visibility, and confidence impact revenue?
Ooh, that's an important one.
It is.
Voice, visibility, confidence directly impact revenue much more than people can imagine. When your voice is unclear, people don't fully understand your value. When you avoid visibility, fewer people know you exist. And when confidence is low, pricing becomes inconsistent. But when you speak clearly, show up consistently, and stand with confidence, perception change. Perception is really important. That's what I call real influence. Because you can have talent, you can have experience, but if you don't know how to communicate it to the world, it stays hidden. And hidden talent does not generate income. I'm so sorry. The market pays leaders, not the most talented, the most clear and consistent. For me, voice is not personality. Voice is a responsibility. It's a leadership.
Oh my, I can't write fast
Wow.
enough, Maria
I
Elena.
know.
Like,
I know.
like I couldn't write fast enough. Hidden talent doesn't generate income. Oh my God. Voice is a responsibility.
It's our responsibility.
Oh my gosh. I don't think people really like understand how important it is that if you want to scale your business, it really starts with you. Like all the strategy and processes and all that, that is secondary to you embodying and feeling confident in what you do for others. So every single business has an impact to those you serve. But if you aren't speaking from that voice of knowing how you can change someone's life that you serve, it's going to be a miss. This was so powerful. Okay, I want a whole workshop on this. I want a workshop on voice. Your voice is a responsibility because
we can do it.
God. We're gonna do it. I love it. This is what happens in Latina Empire. We're like, oh, okay, we're gonna create something because I love you guys because you guys truly embody what a leader is. It truly is about the impact that you do, and it's about like leaning into the vulnerability of what makes that superpower happen. Like you guys inspire me so much. Okay, Romina. Romina, all right. What happens when your offer finally aligns with your identity?
I want to give you a clear and simple answer that is important. When you are aligned with your identity, your message becoming clear and your energy becoming strong. For that reason, you have to know that understand identity is your story. Identity is your essence, your belief, your values. When you know that, it's so important that you know where are you going. It is important what do you want and what do you communicate without saying nothing. And in this time, your present speak for you. For that reason, I say 3 steps that you can do it. Discover yourself. This is the first step. Discover yourself. Because when you discover yourself, it's easier understand you and feel in your pain relief. Later, love you. Love yourself. And the last is project yourself. And you will do it when you have aligned your identity, your values, whatever that you are. And like I told you, your present speaks for you. I have a line that always is in Spanish. I write because now it's in English. I want to tell you, and I write here because I don't want to miss it anywhere. The image, because you talk about that, you talk about decoration. Yes, you say something of decoration. And it's important to know that image is not decorated because sometimes we think that is that. Your image is a strategy tool. That if you are a woman, that you are building a brand, building a business, or a personal chain, you cannot allow the asset to be on autopilot. So you have to have the control.
I love it.
Okay, I need you to say that again, Romina. I need you to say that again.
Yeah.
Image is a strategy tool. Tell me that last line about the autopilot. Like, tell me
Yes,
what you just said.
Yes, your image is not decoration. Your image is a strategy tool. Yes.
Uh-huh.
And if you are a woman that you are building a brand, building a business, or a personal change, you not allow the asset to be on autopilot. It is in Spanish. Actually, I can say in Spanish better.
Please, dilo.
Tu imagen no es un adorno, es una herramienta estratégica. Y si estás construyendo algo poderoso, una marca, un negocio o cambiando algo en ti, no puedes permitirte dejar ese activo en piloto automático.
That is so powerful. I have never heard it in that concept, Romina, because it is absolutely so true.
Yeah.
Our image, when we walk into a room, it is speaking volumes before we have said a word.
Totally.
The way that we
Mhm.
stand, the way that we portray ourselves, like it is the connection, it is the energy that we are either attracting or repelling.
Exactly. Yes.
Wow, this was that. These are so good. Okay, another workshop. We're doing a whole other workshop. You guys, whatever is resonating, please write it down, because if you write it down, you are 30% more probable of actually implementing. If you do not write down what is resonating, you will not implement. It is 1% of people that are going to take what they're learning today and they're going to actually do something about it. I want it to be different for our community. I want our manitas who are going to take the time to come to these webinars. I want you to be like, I want you to rip those percentages out of the water, because all of this is for you. All right. So now I'm going to ask every single one of you a question, and you're all going to answer it in the order. What measurable shift have you experienced inside the movement of Latina Empire? Esther.
Pues,
You said something at the beginning about me, and for me, that was the thing. It's not a common thing for you to say, oh, she's a Black girl. What is she doing in Latina Empire, right? So that's my testimony as a person, is like being able to come into this without hesitation, without limitation, without people have asked me, and it's like, what are you? I'm like, yeah, I'm on the board of Latina Empire. Are you Afro Latina? No, I'm from Nigeria, born and raised, came to America at the age of 25. So, but it is the fact that Latina Empire for me has created me this sisterhood, this community, has expanded my influence, has given me stages and platform and forums such as this one to be all myself in my raw, authentic self. So that is my identity that is attached to Latina Empire. I can be all of Esther without dilution.
Wow.
That's amazing. I'm just going to let that sit with everybody. Maria Elena.
Oh my God, for me, my most measurable shift has been decision, speed, and consistency. Oh my God, before I would overthink, I would hesitate. Now I make decisions faster and with more clarity. That's the most important thing for me, clarity. That improves the quality of my clients. It improved my standards, and it improved the stability of my business. That's when, because became stronger. At least for me, the clarity is all the most important thing in my process, because if you don't know what are you, like a leader, like a business woman, because it's a big thing be a business woman. If you have a big clarity, you can improve your service and do it better.
It makes me so excited to hear you guys say this. I don't even think I've ever asked any of you this. And so that makes me excited to ask you on the spot and for people to hear authentically, like what this has done in your life. Thank you, Marilena. Romina.
Well, it's almost more than 1 year that I'm with you,
I
that I
know.
say yes to Latin Empire. And now is my time to say thank you. Thank you,
Oh,
because I don't feel that I join a community. I enjoyed movement. That is the word, movement. And when you talk about heart, mind, and money, for me is the clés en français, sorry.
I love it.
The key
Oui.
for everything. So I write right now something that is in my heart. I don't want to be emotional, but I learned in Latin Empire that before you project power, you must believe in your own process. And that I learned with you. Through manhood, powerful conference, Zoom, all this space, a special space that we create, made me I always remember you when you say flow, Romina, flow. And you know, Giselle, I take you present every moment when something, the thing is not coming good. Okay, flow, Romina, flow, like Giselle say. And that made beaucoup, again in French, sorry, that made a lot change my life. So thank you, Latin Empire. Thank you for the movement. Thank you, all the women, because I totally love to be close to women that think big, but with big heart. And that I feel.
amen.
Oh God, you guys, you've spoken to my soul, my cells, my like my system. Thank you for that. And I have one final question that I think is so important for people to hear. What does proximity to Perla create in your life, Esther?
Oof. Proximity to Perla. Perla is a big one. And she's fire. So about 3 years ago, when I first joined Latina Empire, I had the opportunity of going to the United Nations. What is to represent Latina? Like I said earlier on, I'm this girl, born and raised in Nigeria, came to America at the age of 25. Then I'm leaving to go to the United Nations to go represent Latina. It doesn't add up, right? But it adds up because of the proximity to Perla, because she opened that space, she opened that wall. That was my first and only time still in the United Nations. It wouldn't have happened without Perla. But that is influence, right? But beyond that, the personal part is, I've said it multiple times, is that sisterhood. I can text Perla without thinking twice. We can pray together. She calls me sister. Her husband is my brother. Like that is, we speak the same language, which is called love. So that is proximity to Perla. That's what it, when I think of proximity to Perla, those are the things I think about. It provides for me a sisterhood, a community, influence, expansion, love. And it doesn't matter what it is. I just truly know in my heart that this is home. So that's proximity to Perla. It's home. So I'm thankful for it.
That was amazing.
I know. I'm like, okay, Marilena, go. Take your turn.
It's right.
So beautiful.
Oh my God, Perla is heart, mind, and money.
Yes, amen.
And when you are close to someone who operates at this higher level, you don't have a choice. You need to be better.
Yeah.
Your tolerance for excuse decrease.
Amen.
This proximity creates accountability. It creates expansion. it forces you to grow into the level that you say that you want. You need to do that. That kind of environment accelerates your growth. And for me, that made all the difference. As I have everything that I want to grow, hair, mind, and money.
Amen.
Amen. That is so
Amen.
beautiful. Thank you, Marilena, for those words.
Okay,
So,
Perla to me. She helped me when I needed most. A powerful woman, businesswoman, taking the time to call me, to test me, are you okay? Everything okay? During all this process, for me was powerful. I'm grateful for that because I relieved a lot thanks to her, thanks to her. It's beautiful to be around a powerful, beautiful, amazing, big heart woman because she inspired me a lot. The first time that I saw her, she was, I think so, with the babies and talking another woman. Say, oh my God, how she can do it? We start the perfect moment, I start when my daughter is going to be 7, I can do it for myself. No, she do it. So that inspired me a lot. So proud of her. She inspired me, and I follow her because she told me, she teach me, she showed me that whatever that we want, that whatever that we deserve, we can do it. Just we have to work hard.
I really love that.
you guys, I can't thank you enough for one, spending this time sharing and pouring into every single woman who showed up today for them. Thank you for showing up for them. Thank you for pouring your hearts out and sharing with me, because again, this wasn't I didn't know what you were going to say. I just knew that what we developed together, because we've developed this movement together. Like, we are global because we have each other and the community of our manas around the world. And every single manita that's listening to us right now, this community is here for you. The leaders that are in the chat probably loving on you right now, they're for you. This is what this community is for you. So thank you guys so much. Now, everybody that's listening right now, you can admire this or you can enter it. So what I want you to do right now is, would you be open to seeing how to enter it? Because if you are open to seeing how to enter into this type of community, I want you to, in the chat, say yes. I want you to, in the chat right now, say yes. Because let me be clear. This environment is not for a woman who wants just motivation. It's for women who want structure. It's not for the woman who wants to try. It's for the woman who are done playing small. Because what you just heard here is what happens when clarity meets discipline, when identity meets infrastructure, when proximity meets execution. And the truth is, you can admire them, of course you can, or you can join them. You can join us. Because the Business Empire Blueprint, it's not information, it's infrastructure, it is identity recalibration, it is structure for serious women. And if you felt something during this panel, this wasn't admiration, this was recognition. You saw yourself in them. So the only question left is this: are you ready to stop observing, and are you ready to start building? Let's talk about what this actually is. The Business Empire Blueprint course normally sells for $997, but tonight it is yours for $222. This is what's going to build that infrastructure, but the course where Perla teaches you step by step how to do it. But it's not just the course. It's the infrastructure, it's the clarity, and it's the execution. And here's where it becomes extremely powerful. Our coaching environment meets 4 times per month. That's above and beyond the course. This is 48 sessions per year. The value of that from our global coaches, this is $55 minimum, $55.50 a session, which would be $2,664 per year in coaching value at a minimum, you guys. We are designed to be accessible because our founder is determined to help women rise. And what I just shared with you in those numbers, that's just for 1 year. But tonight, you are not buying 1 year. You are choosing a bundle. You add the lifetime access for $325, and you will receive over 15 global certified coaches and our founder in sessions every single Monday for the rest of your life. Did you hear that? So instead of paying $997 for the course and $2,664 for 1 year of coaching, you get, listen to this, $222 for the course, the Empire Blueprint course, and the lifetime coaching for $325, which is a total today of $547. Lifetime coaching with over 15 global certified speakers and coaches, our founder, access to our founder. It's not $3,661. It's not $2,664. It's $547. And I want you to know this, that when you go in there and you just like look at it, I want you to bet on yourself. And the other thing I want you to do is know that there are different options that you can pay over time. I want you to stop with the excuses, because if you're here and something resonated and pulled at you, you are ready to go to the next level. So if you attend for only 1 year at $325 divided by 48 sessions, that's $6.77 per session. That's less than $7. And because it's lifetime, year 2, that's lower per session. Year 3, that's even lower. And by year 5, you guys, you're basically not paying for any sessions anymore. And we're only going to continue to grow, because I don't know if you saw our founder, and I don't know if you really saw the leaders that we have, our global certified leaders. That's only going to grow. They're only going to grow. They're only going to pour more into you. And you are only going to want to grow into being one of our global leaders. So this is not an expense. This is an asset level positioning. So which woman are you? Share when you purchase the course or the bundle. I want you to share it in the chat. I want you to commit. I want you to commit to becoming part of this community, to commit to building your business. I want you to commit to scaling, because you're worthy, you're whole, and you deserve it right now. So the link is going to either be, you can QR this code right now. You can open up your camera if you don't know how, slide it over the QR code that you see right now and click and go and make this happen for yourself. Or you can look in the WhatsApp chat, because it's in there right now, the link to just click and purchase what is going to help you scale and go to the next level, or is going to bring you into this community that you just felt, because this is real. This is real. Or go to your email and it's there too. Do not wait on leaning into what you know is your level up. And remember, the price returns to $997. So right now, do not hesitate, because talent it's not your issue. Isolation is, structure is, indecision is, and tonight, indecision expires. So, Daniela, are you ready to draw the winner of the $100? Are we ready to see who won? And mamitas, you've got to be here. You've got to be here to win the $100, because what we're going to do is we're going to pick the winner, and the winner, when she's here in the chat, in the YouTube chat, is going to say, this is me, I'm here. And Daniela's gonna grab all that information. So let's take well, no, we can leave it until Daniela's ready to pick the winner. But I hope you guys felt the love that was poured into you. I hope you felt our intention because we want you to grow. We want you to be a part of this community. We want to love on you. We want to help connect the dots for you. We want to push you to implement what you're learning. Like, we mean it. Look at all the money. That's who purchased the book and is helping us become a bestseller. When you see tomorrow that we became a bestseller, it's because of you. Because of you. I love you guys so much. Let's do this, Daniela. Who won? 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 Dale, 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 dale. Adelaida Vasquez. Okay, Adelaida, are you here? I need you to put in the YouTube chat. Que aquí estoy. Wave your little hand. Put the little hands up. Do it, do it. We're only gonna wait 30 seconds. And then we're gonna move on. Now, can one of you guys, one of our leaders that are in the chat, can you tell Daniela if Adelaida Vasquez is there? Because Adelaida Vasquez in our Heart My Money Lounge chat, you need to send in your Cash App, your Zelle, or your, those two, one of those two.
It's not here.
No
She's not
está?
here.
Okay, let's do it again. Next winner. I'm sorry, Adelaida. I love you. Thank you for purchasing the book. ¡Esa sí la conozco! Africa! Africa won. Africa Gibb is our partner in San Antonio, manitas. So if you're from San Antonio, I want you to hook up with Africa because she does her mana hoods in San Antonio. Yay! All right, let's take this off. Let's add the QR code back up. We're gonna come out of closing this up, but we're gonna leave the QR code up for a little while. For those of you who are, should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? I want you to bet on you. And I want you to trust that everything you heard today, it's for you. And our community, we're your sisters. You just have to decide if you want to let us into you to be your sister. So you're just one decision away, manitas, from a different trajectory. And I want to say and leave you with that. One more thing. And I know I've said it before, but I truly believe that if you say, I am whole, not just worthy, I am whole, you will begin to embody the fact that the way where you are at this moment is enough and you deserve to want more and go for it. But you need a community. I don't know if you saw that little thread, that common thread in everything that we shared today. But you need your people, and you need your people who are striving for more, and you need leaders who care about you, who want to see you win. And that's who we are. I love you, and thank you so much for allowing me to share this time with you and allowing us to pour into you. Bye. Ponle música. I love you guys.